Afolabi Abiodun, SB Telecoms. Afolabi Abiodun, ZK Teco, West Africa. That's what I do. Takbir. In 2016, I'm one of the 10 Nigerians invited by President Barack Obama to represent Nigeria at the the Global Entrepreneurship Summit. And it's because of my application called TAMS, used by over 1,600 organizations across West Africa now, a time management focused HR application. For some of us that we are habitual latecomer before we moved to US, my application will probably be the reason why you resigned. Because I don't like when people turn up for work late. TAMS. Is anybody familiar with TAMS here? TAMS, T-A-M-S. That's my application. You are. God bless you. You see? TAMS application, I developed that way back. Right? Ma? No, it's not about TAMS. I'm not here for TAMS. I'm here because of my Spark scholars. I'm here because of SparkXplorer. But it's important for me to give you my background, because every time when people see $25 as the service I'm offering, they think it's ridiculous. That why would the service be as cheap as $25? And I'm going to tell them the background to why it's $25. My family moved to US 2018. I'm blessed with 3 boys. The 3 boys are also here with my scholars. I shuttle Lagos and US. And even as I stay in Nigeria, I still play that my responsibility of supervising what they do every day. What they do in school every day. Brothers, are you listening? I still supervise what they do every day, right? But I realized that my kids, that transition was an issue for them. Transiting from Nigerian system to US system, it took them a while. And for some reason, my boys, they took after me. I was very troublesome. My mom blessed with 4 boys, and one of the 4 boys, and I really gave my mom some serious tough time. So I think God gave me 3 of my troubles to deal with as well. Right? So I realized that early enough. So it was important for me to, in fact, one of the reasons why I had to really create time for them is I needed to, make up for what I've done, right? So working with my boys was a big of a challenge. How can I address these issues they were having in school, right? I spoke with some friends. They recommended some platform for me after school practice, like lesson teachers. Average price for 2 subjects, maths and English, average of $300 per month. And I have 3 boys, and I'm making Naira. I'll have to pay average of $900 to $1,000 for tutoring. That was a big deal for me. I can't afford it, right? That was on one side. So how can I deal with this situation? I reached out to my folks I forgot to mention this. I got a scholarship from Stanford, right? Leadership scholarship 1-year program. So I have relationship in Silicon Valley. So I reached out to my friends there that I need a tutoring service and I'm having these challenges. Is there something you guys can do for me? And they mentioned to me that there's this association of tutors that I can leverage on their network. But it's really very expensive, but you can talk to them. I have somebody you can talk to there, right? And the conversation started. After going back and forth, to cut the long story short, I reached an agreement with this group of US certified tutors. And I committed to 1,000 scholars for starters. And part of what is responsible for this is, I forgot to mention this in my profile, I'm also a Walmart Spark driver. Proudly a Walmart Spark driver. Is there any Walmart Spark driver here? I probably have made delivery to some. Nice to meet you, sir. We'll connect afterwards. I do deliveries when I'm in US, like do deliveries, around houses. I do DoorDash too. I do Uber Eats too. Now, making the deliveries, I have quite a number of friends on the tarmac, because Walmart, you'd be on Walmart tarmac early enough to get good deals. Most of our community, we are in US because of our children. Left, most of us probably would be in Nigeria, right? We're in US because of our children. And the children were in US because of, we don't have, the system is so consuming. I've met nurses, caregiver coming from night duty, resuming on the tarmac with her phone, simply because they need to put food on the table. So, after school practice at $300 per scholar for a poor Spark driver like me is not affordable, right? And I said I'm going to do something about it. I'm going to make it affordable. Guess what? Walmart also gave me a grant to support this platform. Takbir! My fellow drivers back in Texas thought it was impossible. I said I'm going to get a grant from Walmart. And if you also look at that name, Spark, Ignite. But that Spark also came from Spark by Walmart. I just borrowed that name from them, added it to my name, and came up with something, and I got a grant from them, which I used as part of the payment that I got to commit to my tutors. 4,000 plus tutors that are available to support my kids on all subjects, not on 2 subjects, on all subjects, when they need them, on demand. That's one of the services this platform offers. The second part of the service is I want my kids to work on their own with little or no supervision. That culture of practicing on your own with little or no supervision. We added a new feature to it that we call Learn and Earn. It's a reward system, right? Mommy and daddy will commit to it. If you achieve this number of skills, this is what you get as reward. I negotiated with another platform called IXL. How many of us are familiar with IXL here? So IXL is also on our platform, right? The IXL is for self-practice. My scholars here, they are already working above their grade. Abdurrafi Abiodun is a 6th grader on the platform, is already on 8th grade level. He works on his own without supervision. He knows that on a monthly basis, if he achieves 96 skills and 6 hours of tutoring, he's going to get $50 as salary from AFO. And when I promise, I deliver. So parents on my platform are also making similar commitment. Last month, he negotiated $75, right? Because he was working. He has completed 6th, 7th, now on 8th grade work. 8th grade is going to complete it before the year runs out, and he will move to algebra. So that reward system makes a difference and is working. On the platform too, we are also doing a general reward. In the middle of summer, Idris is the winner. You won a MacBook, right? He got a MacBook. It was a very intense competition because they are all looking forward to the reward. The reward they will get from mommy and daddy, the reward they can also get from the platform, right? And I've also had a conversation with NCNMO. NCNMO is also going to have a reward that will be part of it. So meaning next year, we'll be celebrating scholars that have won, that have been consistent on our platform. So when I said, set your child on a path to tuition-free college in the US, in 2013, I was one of the fast growth business that was invited to Harvard in partnership with Michael Porter, Professor Michael Porter, and Elumelu Foundation. I didn't have opportunity to go to Harvard, but Abdurrafi wants to go to Harvard. I don't have the opportunity to go to Stanford, full degree. Ayomide Abdulkadri is going to Stanford. Angela Olua, very exceptional scholar. Now she gets an average of 100 in physics. She's always getting tutor that works without real time. But not to take much of your time, because I really want to show you the tutoring, what it looks like. So I'm going to ask you to just play that very short 3-minute video for some of us that have just joined to summarize what this is about. So every time I was inviting people to come to my stand, there's more about me, they were not taking me for serious, and I really didn't like it. Everyone play video, Major. Thank you.
My name is Okikiola, but my mom calls me Kiki. I'm an 8th grade student at Worley Middle School in Mansfield. I'm a fun-loving, outgoing person who enjoys playing video games, especially Roblox. I also absolutely love playing football and basketball. I'm proud to play for my school's amazing team, the Worley Tigers. While I love having fun, I also dream of being successful in life. When my family moved to the U.S. about 4 years ago, things weren't easy. I struggled in school because the education system was so different from what I was used to. Plus, I spent way too much time playing Roblox and Minecraft. My grades started slipping, and I knew I needed to change. That's when my dad introduced me and my brothers to an after-school practice program. It made a huge difference. What really motivated us was the rewards my dad gave us for completing our tasks. The practice didn't even take much time, so we still had plenty of time for games. Staying consistent and earning rewards kept us going, and it worked.
So we're going to have minus q plus 8 equals 14.
Okay. And then we subtract, because the first one we added, this one we're going to subtract. Is that what?
Yeah. Minus 6.
So,
in just 1 year of consistent practice, I became an A honorable student, a member of the student council, and even vice president. Plus, I've been on the U.S. President's award list every year since then. I'm so grateful to my dad, who always fulfills his promises and motivates me to do my best. Now, with SparkXplorer, I'm confident and I can achieve even more. Here's how SparkXplorer helps me. 1. Daily practice with IXL. I tackle lessons that strengthen my skills every day. 2. Tutoring support from 4,000 plus tutors. They're always ready to help me with any subject, including my AP classes. 3. SAT prep every 2 weeks. These sessions sharpen my test-taking skills. 4. Parent commitment. Parents are encouraged to fulfill their promises when kids achieve platinum, gold, silver, or bronze standards. 5. Rewards for kids. SparkXplorer gives gift cards for Roblox, Minecraft, and more to kids who make it to the leaderboard each month. My dream is to attend Harvard or Stanford. To make it happen, I need an SAT score of 1,450 and over, and also a GPA of 4.0. With SparkXplorer, I'm working every day to make that dream become a reality. If you have children like me who want to excel in school, visit www.sparkexplorer.com and enroll them today. SparkXplorer will ignite their potential for excellence. Let's make dreams come true. My name is Okikiola.
Yes, so I forgot to mention the SAT prepping that is available on the platform. My kids, all of them, Angela Olua Mutia, for example, she practiced SAT every week now. The one she had before we came for this conference, she had 1,300. Right, our target is to get to, she's an 11th grader, Mutia, 11th grader. Our target is to get to 1,500. She's currently a 4 point what? What for? Come forward. Share your experience. How do you use the platform?
Assalamu alaikum.
Oh, so very quickly, I've had issues, right? She's 15 years old, right? Because I've had some Auntie Molenika Raja de Bayensin, because in class, she's really been harassing me because of my daughter, and that's so unfair. All right, please, she's 15.
Okay, so I was struggling with my AP physics class because I started taking it. And I was really scared taking it because it was very new to me. I just took it because I thought it was gonna be a challenge, and it was a challenge indeed. So when I started, I was so confused, and I was too scared to ask the teacher like, how am I gonna walk through it? Because he already explained it. So, and it's a whole class, and I get shy. But then when I started using SparkXplorer and I used the tutoring service we have on there, I used it, and the tutors on there, like, they walk you through it and they're very patient, and you don't have to rush yourself because it's a one-on-one session that you have with the tutors, and it really makes me feel comfortable and getting the work done. And the way they explain it, you can do the work without the tutor, like without the tutor there, like in that exam, you would be able to understand it because of the way the tutor had explained it to you during your homework. And this really helped me bring my grade up by a lot in my AP physics class. I had 100 on the last test. The first test, I had a 40. So I really did come a long way with my physics class, and I'm very grateful for this program. And the reward system really also, that's also another reason why I still use my IXL, because nobody really wants to learn. But then last month, I completed the lessons I was supposed to do, and my dad gave me $150, and that really motivates me to keep going. And I keep doing my lessons and hitting my goal every single month.
Yes. All right. I'm also going to call Idris, right? Idris struggles with reading, right? And he gets tutoring regularly for reading, right? Yeah, talk about it briefly. And talk about what you want for summer. Come on.
Assalamu alaikum.
Salam.
So
Tell them you're the best spark caller in summer.
um, my name is Idris. I'm the best.
Yes, you are. Thank you. In summer, he won a MacBook, right? For, consistently finishing his work. Khalik? Yes. I want you to share your routine. When do you start? When do you start your work on Spark Explorer? How do you do your work? What are your strategy? And how do you get it done? And your roadblocks, how do you combine both?
Assalamu alaikum. So usually, every day during the weekday, I wake up, I brush my teeth, I take my shower, and then I have a fresh mind, which means I can quickly do my work and start working on my IXL, so I can get it through over the day. And whenever I do my IXL in the morning, it gets my brain fresh for school. It helps me, like, I'm more focused during math, English, language arts, and all the other subjects. So which means I get higher grades in my classes. It helps me. I don't have to ask the teacher as much questions as I usually do, and I'm always getting better grades. So then when I come back home, I usually have homework to do. Whenever I'm doing my homework, I try to ask my dad for work, but he says, "Oh, I don't know. Go and Google it or something." But then whenever, but then whenever he came up with Spark Explorer, he gave us a tutoring program so we can show our work and check it every day. So whenever I check my work, even whenever I get questions wrong, they don't give me the answers. They just show me step by step on how to solve it. And then whenever I have a question wrong, they show me how I can fix it. So then after I'm done with all that, around every 2 weeks I do SAT prep. I'm in 8th grade, so right now I got a 930 about last week. But if I keep on working every day, I can eventually shoot it up to 1450. Inshallah.
All right. So the part that is important is that parents still will have to be involved, and that's really where I need mothers the most. I will appreciate if our daddies too will support, especially with their pocket, right? But that participation is very important. It works. I've tested it. It's still working for me, right? And again, the $25, like I said, is an NCNMO price. That's number one. Number two is I have a community I want to support. My folks on the tarmac. I gave them the award that is going to be cheap. And I got it down to that price of $25 because of them. Everybody that comes on now, you sign up, it's going to be $25 for the rest of your child's the lifetime on the platform, right? Tomorrow, if another scholar comes, maybe when we eat the first 1,000, it can go up to $40, but it won't affect you, right? But again, to keep the cost as low as possible. That is what this is about, is to help our community to bring the tutoring down. If I can do the tutoring for free, I would have done it for free. Right? I would love to have this running like the way Khan Academy is running, right? But again, we have to keep the platform running and to make it as effective as it is. My floor is open for questions now. I'll take you first. Can I get mic around? I'll take questions from daddies later, but I want to really focus on mommy's questions first.
Thank you very much. My name is Adibola Yakubu Owolowo. I'm from Boston. I went to Harvard twice, Harvard for college, Harvard for medical school, so we can talk later. Yeah. This sounds like a wonderful program. I have a few questions.
Yes,
and I would like to say that the young man who talked about Roblox, that piqued my interest because that's what my son is into. So if this can be great for you, inshallah, it'll be great for him too. And the sister who talked about physics, I would love to find out when you started. Did you start the last couple of years, or have you been in this program for a long time? But also for you, the questions I have are, the tutors, if we join this, the tutors, will it be free once you're in the program? Or is it an added service you have to pay for?
Okay, go ahead.
And also, how is IXL integrated? My son currently has an IXL account, and it's hard to kind of figure out what he has to do and when. So how is IXL integrated for your program, and how do the kids or your scholars, how do they know which 96 tasks to do? And if they're done with, let's say, 6th grade, does it automatically go to 7th grade? How does all of this work? I'd like to say thank you for doing this. To all the parents out there, $25 a month is a bargain. When I went to college was $40,000 a year. Now it's $70,000. Who knows where it's going to be in 10 years? So if you can get a scholarship by putting in the time and the money now, let's do it.
Yeah, thank you. I'm actually going to start with you with the last question, right? $25 is to get you on the program, right? Now, the tutoring, like I said, when you pay $25 per scholar, I really don't want to put pressure on my scholars anyways, but I mean, if I have a scholar that can be on the platform asking for tutoring every hour, the tutors are available at no additional cost, right? No additional cost. Like I said, the first 1,000 scholars that I have on the platform has been fully paid for unlimited tutoring, unlimited. But each tutoring session goes for 1 hour, right? Because, I mean, that's the way it's structured. 1 hour, the session ends, but you can connect with another tutor immediately. Can you log in for me, please? Log into the SparkXplorer page, the website page, right? And connect with... So if you look at the way it is, we have a single sign-on. You see IXL portal on the side. That's for the self-practice, IXL portal for the self-practice, right? We have a single sign-on to IXL. We integrated directly. So when you click on IXL, it opens IXL on another page for you. Your own account on another page for you. Did you open that? Okay. It opens IXL. Go back to the SparkXplorer page. Open tutor.com for me. It opens IXL for you on another page, right? You would take your lessons sequentially. That's the way it is recommended on the platform. You can't jump around. You are a 6th grader. You have to finish everything on 6th grade. It doesn't matter when you joined. You have to start from the first lesson sequentially before you move to the next one. And like I said, the practice is to get them to have that habit of working on their own without supervision. Using my kids as an example, they know they have to complete 4 new skills on a daily basis. If I show you Rafi's account now, he has finished all the lessons in math, in science, social studies, and language art for grade 8. So all his lessons now, the 4 lessons are all in grade 8 maths. And he has, I think, 2 lessons left to go before he moves to algebra. But because he works consistently, during summer they get a lot done, right? Working on their own. So when school resumes, they were way ahead. They understand things a lot better. Khalid forgot to mention that you are now a member of the National Honors Juniors by virtue of that consistent practice. So it's kind of habitual for them. The reward works, right? And it's a build-up, you know. When you're doing it consistently, it helps. For all of them, the tutoring module actually started a couple of months ago. I closed out on the deal 2 months ago, right? So for them, if you look at the tutoring, can you go to tutoring hours? Go back to the SparkXplorer page. So if you look at their tutoring hours, you'll see that that's for how many hours your total tutoring hours is, Abin? No, total tutoring hours. I think I can see that there. Not this one. All time.
13 hours.
Yeah, 13 hours is what he has done in the last 2 months, right, of tutoring, because we track that as well. So on the platform, can you go up on the expectation, right? Yeah. So as you can see, these are the number of skills that are expected. We set the bar low. We're looking at 12 new skills on a weekly basis, right? But we also tell them that if you get to the platinum standard, so we have the platinum, we have the gold, we have the silver, this is what you get, right? My kids are always, because they want more money, so they're always aiming for the platinum standard. And they love to get their work done Monday to Friday. Saturdays to Sunday, they want to be on their roadblocks, and I'm not bothered. Deliver my numbers and you're fine. Whatever you like, you can do, right? So that works, you know. So that answers all the questions. Yes, ma. This platform you see here, developed by my team in Nigeria. Right? Part of making the cost low. We delivered this in Nigeria. We're still adding some other features to it. So, for example, now when the prices are defined, we want the parent to make that commitment based on your affordability, negotiation between you and my scholars. Right? For our own dad, for example, $150. I can't afford $150. Sorry, I'm a Spark driver. I can't afford $150. $150. It's going to take me like 2 days to make $150 on Spark. Yes, ma'am. I have about 12 kids in Nigeria on this platform. Right? They plan to take SAT at some point, and they're using it already. Yes, they can. Yes. I want to take all my mommy's question first before I come to brothers. I'm sorry. Can you hear the question? My brothers are upset with me, but I really want to focus on mommy. You said what? Oh, that's a very good question, right? So college student can. As a matter of fact, one of my scholars' mom, she's taking. She's a nursing student, right? And she saw some nursing courses on the platform. And she said she has problem with anatomy. She used her daughter's account to take anatomy tutoring. Can I take some questions from brothers now, please?
Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum.
Sisters, can you hold on? My brothers
I just want to let you know that we need to make it orderly. Let people raise up their hands when you call them so it doesn't go. We don't talk over one another.
Okay. From brothers, please. Apologies, my brothers.
Yeah. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam.
Yeah, thank you for giving us a very good lecture on this subject. First of all, I need a question for you. Are these children your biological children, or you just call them your kids because you are lecturing them or something? I need to answer to that question.
So
All children are your kids?
all the scholars are my scholars.
Okay.
By the special grace of God, I would go to Harvard for several matriculations and graduation.
Okay.
Right?
All right. That is.
I have my biological children amongst them.
Okay.
Right? But some are not my biological children.
Okay.
But they are all my scholars.
All right. Now the question. I have a 9 years old. Happen to be a senior citizen, but fortunately or unfortunately, I have a 9 years old.
Yes, sir.
So, fortunately, I have a 9 years old. He's here with me, but he's not in this hall. And I'm trying to give this boy, because when you have a child at the old age, you want to be there for him. Because I don't have much time.
Yes, sir.
You never know. So I have other grown-up children who are having kids already.
Yeah.
So, but this boy used to play the roadblock, but I discouraged him from it. He's a very brilliant boy. Most of his subjects he get 100. It's like a teacher in his school.
Awesome.
It's a fourth grader.
Awesome.
He's here. But now, how did you navigate this program with his school project, with his school homework and other stuff? I don't know how you're going to do it. Because he goes to school 6 a.m. in the morning and comes back. Supposed to close at 3 o'clock, but he stays in the school till 5:45. Pick him up at 6. He'll be home doing his own work every day. Then on weekend, you have to go to the Arabic, be online with the Arabic class. At least before this boy have a chance to play. The only thing, this boy loves phone too much. That is my problem. He is so in love with the phone. But I know he's doing good, so I try not to take the phone from him. Because it's life. He can't do without phone.
Okay,
so
sir.
I don't know how he can navigate with this program that will not disturb his regular curriculum in the class. That is my question. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. And I'm going to start from the phone part, right? Remember I said I'm blessed with 3 interesting boys. They love phones too. Monday to Friday, by the special grace of God, their phones are in my custody. Monday to Friday. Their phones are in my custody. And on Friday evening, I deliver if there is no infraction. Infraction on SparkXplorer responsibility, infraction from school. If you want your phone back delivered on Friday, please deliver what I expect you to deliver. No wahala, right? It's important for us to be engaging with them. It's a conversation, not a fight. My boys, if you see us together, it's a relationship. We are friends. That's the way it works for us. So that part is very important. Number 2, sir, is the platform is actually to complement school. My boy is part of his football team. He played nationally, at some point. Very busy schedule too. After Salat, school starts at 8 o'clock for him. After Salat, he knows that his brain, because we had that conversation, your brain is still very fresh. Get 30 minutes out of the way. The platform doesn't take, it takes max of, can you go to 1 week, average of 1 hour is what, on IXL, yeah. Average of 1 hour is what he spends a week on the platform, consistently. Now, if Monday to Friday, there are days that they would be very busy. He knows that if he has a missed delivery Monday to Friday, it will make up Saturday and Sunday. Now, the system sends reports, weekly alerts to parents on Saturday morning, and it's deliberate. Saturday morning, because if there is any, it's easy for you to see that he has not done much this week. So sit down on the dining table, right? I can spend a couple of hours with them. It doesn't matter if I'm in Nigeria, I'll be on the system together. I have cameras to track what they are doing. I'm in tech, right? So I really created that time, for them. So that monitoring is very important to engage them. But kids, they have the bandwidth, you can manage it, right? The platform is to complement. Tutoring, for example, they have school work, My kids will come back and tell me, I understand everything they taught me in school. Even if you understand, get a tutor to show you another way to do it. And they understand that. Sir? Yes, sir. You can start by signing up on your phone. Very straightforward. Sign up on your phone. $200 per annum is cheaper. $25 per month.
Okay, Assalamu alaikum, brother.
Wa alaikum salam.
A couple of questions for you. First, if someone is already on IXL platform, paying the subscription annually, how do they switch to yours? That is the first question.
I can't switch. I can't switch. You have to sign up. My kids have IXL accounts before now, right?
Okay.
But with this new arrangement, I can't switch the account. So I continued from where they were, right, on their previous account, on this new account. This one is connected to SparkXplorer.
My question is, would they still continue to pay subscription to IXL?
You don't have to pay again. You continue paying that. I'm not paying subscription on IXL again.
Okay. So
because this is covered.
So this one will cover that. They can
yes.
they can call IXL and discontinue.
Exactly.
Okay, that is taken. Now, second question. If I have large number of students,
yes, sir.
Say I have a school.
Yes, sir.
And do I have to register them as a school, or the parent will have to take that responsibility individually?
So as a school, we'll create a partner account for you.
Okay.
You know, the school can also we'll create access for you as a school. And the parent's account would also still exist because we want parents to work with them directly.
So basically, your platform uses IXL platform for all these practices.
Yes, sir.
But on IXL platform, you know, I don't know, probably the way your structures is different on IXL. You can jump from one class to another class. You can do whatever you want.
Yes, same for this, right?
Okay.
But because we are connected to IXL, I already told you that you are a 7th grader. You are working on 7th grade work.
Okay.
So if you work higher and above, when the system is reporting, it disregards skills outside your grade when it's been reviewed.
Okay, got it. So my last question. For your biological kids.
Yes, sir.
Very beautiful, very, very brilliant, all these things you are doing. Are you also helping them with their Islam, Quran memorization, Iman? What do you do on that?
What surah do you want them to recite? So yes, I do. So remember I said they try to get their work done Monday through Friday. Saturdays and Sundays, they have ustaz that work with them, you know, for both Islamic studies and Arabic studies. Memorization, they've done some memorization already, but in terms of that complete memorization, they are not there yet, right? I mean, I think right now they've covered, you know, up to, I think Rafi has covered up to Sebi Ismail Rabiq al-Ala, right? You know, Ayo is coming. So we're working on that too, sir. My dad is the imam of the first mosque in Ikorodu. So it's not something he would find funny if my kids in US are not getting the Islamic values the same way he has instilled that values in me.
Okay. Thank you. I love the program, but
Yes,
I'm
sir.
concerned, you know, from the experience point of view.
Yes, sir.
I'm an educationist, and
Yes,
I have a number of kids under me. In spite of all the reward systems that could have inspired, motivated the children to get focused and the like, that does not eliminate the distraction that is available for them online.
Yes, sir.
So when they are supposedly, they are supposed to do, let's say, a 1-hour session online, you probably end up getting effective 5-10 minutes work from them. So I want to ask that, is there been a consideration for restricting their access to any other site when they need to do their tutoring or their whatever session that they have, so that
they don't have an opportunity to be able to visit any other website other than what they need to do. That's one. Number two is that even the report that IXL gives at the end of every week, I am bothered that time that is lost is already lost, and sometimes it could be very difficult for you to regain them. So, but if there is something that when the kids are supposed to be online and you are probably getting notification or you are probably getting alert that, okay, this is when he is supposed to be here, and you are able to monitor that, that probably saves us a huge loss at the end of a week and the like. So that is my second concern. The third one is that when we say, yeah, they can do any connection to any tutor. Now, and your kids, for example, that you have given comes back from school and they tell you, yes, we are already good, we know everything the teacher had taught us and the like. Now, is there an assessment means through which you can evaluate what they claim that they have gotten, rather than referring them to another tutoring? Because if there is no assessment, how do you gauge results or mileage that they have covered? Thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much. I'll try to cover it as quickly as I can. The first part that can never be relegated, right, is the role of the parents, right? Parent participation, supervision, very important. Number two, there are quite a number of apps. There are quite a number of apps that you can use for restrictions, right? To restrict them on going to different websites and limit them to what you want them to use. And quite a number of applications you can use for that. Microsoft has that as well, right? You know, so I can also share that with any parent that needs it. But the parent supervision is very important, right? Then on what you mentioned, sir, I like that feedback. Remember I said this is a platform that is